Hello everyone, myself Mitesh Savalia from Praveen Patil Polytechnic. I am the lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department. Now in this video, we are going to start a last unit of the syllabus of ETE subject, that is tariff, metering and billing. So this is the last unit of your subject emerging trends in electrical engineering, unit number 5, tariff, metering and billing. Now what is tariff? First of all, what is tariff? This tariff is, we are not going to learn about the residential, industrial or commercial type of tariff. In this chapter we are going to learn the tariff which is formed or which is used between the two power plants for purchasing and selling of the electric energy. So this tariff is used for the two power plants when they buy and sell the electricity between two plants. Then what tariff is applied between these two plants, that tariff structure we are going to learn in this chapter. So first topic in the tariff is power purchase agreement, PPA. So what is PPA? First of all, it is also known as electric power agreement or electricity power agreement, which is a contract between two parties. Whenever two parties make a contract to buy or sell the electricity, then that contract is called as a power purchase agreement, which the two parties includes that first which generates the electricity, that is the seller, and second party which is looking to purchase the electricity, which is the buyer. So the seller and the buyer, the contract between these two parties is called as a power purchase agreement. The PPA defines all the commercial terms for the sale of electricity between the two parties. It includes, the term includes in the contract are the time of commercial operation of the project starts, begin, schedule for delivery of electricity, penalties for under delivery, payment terms and terminations. These 5 terms are very much important while making the contract between buyer and a seller. So these 5 important points we will repeat again. The time of commercial operation of the project for the starts, schedule for the delivery of electricity, penalties for the under delivery, payment terms and final the termination. So these are the 5 important terms which are the part of power purchase agreement. Now we will see in detail what is PPA. A PPA is a principal agreement that defines the revenue and credit quality of the generating project and is thus a key instrument for the project finance. That means it is the agreement that defines the revenue and the credit quality of the generating project and is thus key instrument for the project finance. So this is the important factor as the project finance point of view. There are many forms of PPA is used today and they vary according to the needs of the buyers, sellers and financing counterparties. There are many forms of PPA in use today and they vary according to the needs of the buyer, seller and financing counterparties. So the types of PPA varies according to the types of buyers, types of sellers and also the types of financer parties. So here we have many number of or many types of PPAs available in the market, which can be used for the different application according to the different requirements. The PPA is a legal contract between electricity generator, which is a provider, and a power purchaser, which is a buyer. So it is a legal contract between two parties. Now, power cost and pricing. How the power cost and rates of the units or rates of electricity is decided. The electricity rates are agreed upon as the basis for the PPA. Prices may be flat, escalate over a time, or to be negotiated in other ways as long as both parties agree to the negotiation. That means if both parties are ready to deal in a lump sum amount, both parties are ready to deal in the flat rate of units, or they decide that this year will be this amount, next year it will increase, in the third year it will also increase, in the fourth year it will further increase, so it will escalate over a time. So all these rates depends upon the mutual contract between the two parties or the mutual understanding between the two parties. In a regulated environment, an electricity regulator will regulate the price. The electricity regulatory body have authority to change the prices, that is the central government body, electricity regulatory. They have a rights or they have ability to change the rates. A PPA will often specify how much energy the supplier is expected to produce each year, and any excess energy produced will have a negative impact on the sale rate of the electricity that the buyer will be purchasing. That means buyer will tell to the generating party that you have to produce this much, only this much amount of extra electricity every year. If you will produce the extra energy after the agreement or more than the agreed value, then it will create an impact on sales rates. So buyer will decide how much extra energy will generating party will produce. If generating party will produce more energy than the contracted value, then it will impact on the sales of the electricity. So you can see these are the factors or the diagram for the PPA tariff. So PPA tariff include capacity charge for dispatchable plants, energy charge as well as supplement charge. So these are the three main key factors for the designing of a PPA tariff. So this was all about the first topic of the tariff, that is power purchase agreement. So if you have any doubt, you can call me or else you can message me. Thank you.